So here we go. This is step 10 for Corona, my finished project. I'm going to give you a brief walkthrough of this project and discuss some of the things that I've changed over the last few days and last week. Let me just start it, I guess. Go from there. So launch. Don't know if you can hear it on the screencast, but there's 30 seconds of music playing. It goes from the title sequence to the menu, and it actually comes into the matching game too. I think I'd like to eventually have it end so that when it enters the matching game, the music stops. Something Professor Rich helped me do is before the balls would spin around, when I would pick them up, they'd kind of go whoa, whoa, whoa. But now they do not, which is super awesome. And that was achieved through this line of code here. Ball is fixed rotation equals true. And that kept the ball from spinning around. So once we have all three balls, oh, and I need to show you this too because this is pretty awesome. So down here we've been adding the balls over to the containers, matching them up, and it is counting down, saying there's 2 balls left, there's 1 ball left. Now there are no balls left. Fires the reward screen, which slowly fades out over 3 seconds, and then fades into the menu screen. This is a problem we ran into before, where we would open up the matching game, and say we only did 1 ball. We start with 3, obviously. Whoops, sorry. Let's try that again. So we started with 3, and the game keeps track of that in a table, saying there's 2. Let's show you that table. So here's the code for the table and the function for kill ball, or get the ball to remove itself. And this function of kill ball fires down here in the touch ball function. So we're checking to see if it's touching a container. It is. Then we check to see if the ball color is equal to the ball other color, which is what the container's color is. And if it is, then we have it transition till it shrinks and then removes itself. And then it fires the kill ball function, which then reports to our print screen that, hey, I am killing the ball. However, before we would load this, if we didn't finish the matching game when we came back in, it would load 3 balls again, but the ball table would keep the previous 2 balls in. So it would say, hey, you have 5 in here because of the 2 before and then the 3 new ones we added. That's been corrected now, so it does fire, and we don't have like 2 ghost balls just sitting around that we don't have access to click and delete, and therefore fire the win condition. So the rotation on the ball picking it up has been fixed. The back button going into the matching game has been fixed. And we have sound that plays. It runs here in the main Lua. And this is where I got the sound to work. I was trying to get it to fire here in the menu. And I wanted it to have a, let's go to the menu real quick. I wanted to have a button that would show up that people could click on to start and pause the music. I tried to get that to work, and I was having trouble getting it to work. Here's the button. Here's the event listener. That when it's touched, it runs the excuse me, the click music function, which says if music is waiting, then audio play the background music, and it would then change the status of the music to playing. And if we click the button, it would run click music and it would check the status, and if the status was playing, then it would pause the music and change the status to paused. And then if we click it again and the status is paused, then it would resume the music and go back and change the status to playing. I am struggling with this. The thing that I seem to have the most trouble with is establishing in the beginning that the current status is waiting. This is my line here that I'm trying to use to say that it's waiting, and I can't seem to get it to work. So that is my issue, and that's what I'm trying to fix right now. However, for the presentation tomorrow, I'm just going to have the music play for 30 seconds when it opens up. So Professor Rich, if you are watching this and you see this error here, or this question of how to set the status to waiting in the beginning, I would love it. Here, let me show you what it does right now. Obviously, maybe I should. Oh, there's the error. Let's just we'll comment this out real quick, and then we'll come to that again, and we'll start it over. So, save. Oops, gotta save it in this one too. Save. Yes. So no music is firing in the beginning. Here's the error I get. It says it's attempting to index global music. Maybe I need to change it to local. I don't know. Let's try that real quick. Local music. Save it. I honestly don't know if this will work. So unexpected symbol. I'm not really sure what I can do here. These errors, I still am not very good at deciphering them, and so being able to figure them out. So that's my question, how to get the music status set to waiting, because I think the rest of this logic should work for the button. Because if we comment this line out and we run it, it loads this, and here's my button, and it doesn't work because it doesn't know what status it's at, because I haven't set a status in the beginning. I tried putting this line of text here in the local music button widget, just at the end. That didn't work either, so I'm kind of just stuck back at square one. So any advice you give would be greatly appreciated.